I'd like to say good afternoon to all of you here today, parents, teachers, friends, people who I dare call my family. The last 2 months of my life has been an eventful one, to say the very least. So there was barely enough time for me to put this speech together. However, that is not going to be a problem today, because what I'm about to say is going to be said straight from my heart. Today is a very special day for me and the class of 2019. Today, the 16 of us are finally arriving at our destination after a 13-year-long journey through education. We have walked a very, very long and winding path. We have been through lots together on the way. Exams, stress, frustration, tears, laughter, happiness, and love. Most importantly, however, we have all been through them together, holding each other's hand. That is not to say that we did all of this alone. There were lots of helping hands which made this day possible. So I'll speak on behalf of everyone when I say thank you to our wonderful teachers who have always believed in us and helped us get back on our feet every time we fell. To our parents, who we could not have made it this far without their endless kindness and support. To the school board for the continuous encouragement. To Mr. John, who has been so important in supporting the continued development of St. Stephen's. Mr. Andrew, Dr. Kevin, and Ms. Claire, who have supported our teachers throughout the journey, and to my fellow students, who I consider as my brothers and sisters. You have fulfilled my life in ways I could never have imagined. And now a little word from Tigger, who has been part of the St. Stephen family for even longer than I have.
Thank you, Ron. Parents, teachers, friends, the people who have been my extended family for 14 years of my life. It gives me great pride to be speaking in front of all of you today. I'd like to be honest. I put off writing this speech for longer than I would like to admit. I usually don't find myself lost for words, not knowing what to say or write. I usually make sure everything is set way in advance. I knew I wanted to speak at graduation. It's always been my dream to stand here and address you all. I knew I had a lot to say, but when it came time to put pen to paper, nothing. I'll write it tomorrow, I said for the 15th time. Next thing I knew, it was a week before, and I had written nothing. I suppose I never really imagined today ever arriving. The notion that I would be moving on to other things and leaving this part of my life behind scared me. Writing this was effectively saying goodbye, something I did not want to do. I'm probably speaking for a lot of us when I say, deep inside, we truly wish we could stay a little longer, to enjoy what little we had left of our secondary school lives a little more, before the reality of university set in. As many of you may know, I've been in the school a little over 14 years at this point. I've practically been raised by the school walls. I still have my KG2 class photo hanging on the walls of my bedroom. The memories I've made here I will cherish for the rest of my life. The friends I've made along the way will stick with me for years to come. So let us take a few moments to say a little about each of them, in no particular order. Maps, I don't know what I would have done without you. You have been an invaluable source of advice for me, and just a wonderful human being. I don't know how you drink so much bubble tea, yet manage to remain stick thin. I don't want you to get diabetes from all that sugar. Donna, you are a great and positive energy in the common room. You care so deeply about everyone and everything, it's inspiring. Even when bitten by a mosquito, she refuses to kill it. This girl deserves some respect. Puns, I'm very lucky to have you in my life. Thank you for always dropping revision to listen to me rant and complain about whatever dumb thing I wanted to complain about. I wish you the best of luck in your future adventures. Ooh, along with Drake, have the ability to make the room smell aromatic. I guess we can all understand how. Quick question though, how do you cook rice so that it smells so good? Drake, you're always making a goofy face or your signature wink. You never fail to make anyone smile. I'm still baffled how you manage to get so many girls interested in you while thinking that "do you play chess" is an acceptable pickup line. Pan, our cute boy Thailand. Make sure you ask for his autograph before he leaves. You really should give Ron a chance. He's been waiting a really long time. Mo, you are the most hardworking person I've ever met. There's no one in the common room that worked as hard as you. Though, I've never met someone so fascinated by trees. Greek, I've had my doubts, but here we are. Please get some lunch before you leave, though. You've already paid the fees. Fa, I don't think I've ever seen you without food on your table. Your constant singing keeps the common room lively, let's say. We'll all miss your free concerts. P.S. I'm pretty sure you still owe me some sushi. Fergus, you are pretty much our sacrificial lamb for when we are too scared to ask your dad for something. We appreciate how you involuntarily take one for the team. I hope you do the same when it comes to spiders. Ben, you are literally the smartest person I know. I know this because you always say you only revise the night before, but still manage to get straight A's. You're a great indicator of the difficulty of exams, because if I look over and see you stressed, I know the rest of us don't stand a chance. Fukao, I hope the writing of your story is going well. Although I would like some credit when your book becomes a New York Times bestseller. Or who knows, maybe you get famous off your specialty sauces. Cat, if I could compare you to something, it would be a chihuahua. Small, full of energy, and run on two modes, angry and energetic. Your energy is infectious, and I will sorely miss the kick in the bum you give me when I'm down. Chai Tao, the sixth form's go-to photographer. Every good photo of me has been taken by you. If it wasn't for you, I would be stuck without a good profile picture. We all know the real reason you carry that camera around, though. Ron, you are intimidating on the outside, but a softie on the inside. You're practically living in the school. We all know you keep all your shirts and shoes in school and rewear them in the hopes that we can't remember you wearing them. Spoiler alert, we do. It's hard to imagine we aren't coming back next year. That we'll be on opposite ends of the earth, with huge geographical and time barriers between us. Though it's inevitable that these obstacles will cause us to drift apart, I hope we all make the effort to keep in touch and visit each other as much as possible in the years to come. I look forward to seeing you all again, class of 2019. May our paths cross again in the future. Lastly, before we go, I'd like to speak to all the students in the audience. As I leave, the biggest regret I have is not having the pleasure to get to know all of you personally, if only time were more kind. Though we are small fish in a huge pool of international school, I assure you, what we lack in size, we make up for in heart. SIS has been our home, and we must leave it to face the big wide world outside. We pass our torch to you. Look after our home. Look after this family, and be proud to be a student of SIS as we are. Once an SIS student, always an SIS student. Thank you.